Only a fortress of a college football stadium could hold 102,455 roaring fans, 36 undefeated home seasons, and 447 Tennessee victories. This week on Power Traditions, we're featuring the home of tradition since September 24th, 1921, Neyland Stadium. The stadium humbly began in 1919 when funds were donated by Colonel W.S. Shields for the construction of a new physical education and athletics field. Construction was a process that slowly evolved through funds given by students as well as supporters of the university, but construction grounded to a halt in 1921. On March 16th of that year, UT President Dr. H.A. Morgan declared Campus Day and dismissed classes to assemble a labor force of students and faculty to complete the project. They finished the 3,200-seat stadium in nearly 2 days and named Shield Watkins Field in honor of the initial donor and his wife, Alice Watkins Shields. The first football game featured the Vols shutting out Emory and Henry 27-0. Over the following years, Coach Robert Neyland's Vols were so successful the stadium expanded rapidly, with 4 renovations being completed between 1926 and 1938, expanding the capacity to 31,390. Neyland himself was an engineer and heavily involved in the design and construction of the stadium. The general wanted his players to eat, breathe, sleep football. So naturally, during the 4 expansions, he had dorms built for 128 men, half of whom were athletes, beneath the East Stands, known as East Stadium Hall. The largest expansion of the stadium came in 1948 when the capacity was expanded to 46,000 fans. It also included more dorms and some athletic offices. This would be the final renovation while Neyland was head of the program. Robert Neyland passed away in March of 1962. That fall, Tennessee unveiled a newly renovated upper deck on the West Grandstand, and the complex featured the name Neyland Stadium for the first time in honor of the late coach. Over the years, the stadium expanded as the Tennessee program grew. In 1968, an upper deck was added on the East Grandstand. The 70s saw upper decks that enclosed the south end zone and saw the first night game as Coach Woodruff put stadium lights up between the 1971 and 72 seasons to play Penn State at home. Finally, in 1996, an upper deck was added to the north end zone, taking the capacity to over 100,000. Since then, East and West club seats as well as a new jumbotron have been added to the stadium, which now holds the 102,455 capacity we know today. During the most recent renovation of the Gate 21 Plaza, an iron and brick facade along the west and north stadium exterior was added, with a 9-foot statue of the man whose forward-thinking plans have been used in all 17 renovations of the stadium to this day, making the stadium truly the house that Neyland built. For UTSports.com, I'm Sami Kincaid.